Well, hello there. It's that time again. Yes, it is. It is time for our weekly tarot and astrology reading here on this, what was a beautiful day. Now it's evening. I'm doing this a little later than usual. It is the 29th of November of 2020. And as usual, I'm going to go over some Tarot de Marseille trump cards as they apply to our upcoming week. And then we'll take a look at some astrology. So do stay tuned. As usual, it will be interesting. Okay, in a moment, 3 Tarot de Marseille trump cards are going to come onto the screen and cover my face. The ones I drew this week at random from the CBD Tarot are the Pope, or Hierophant as it's called, the Moon, and the Sun. Very nice message here, and it came to me quickly and clearly. We look at the Pope. He appears to be preaching, trying to share knowledge, information with the card that's on to the right of him. Before him are 2 acolytes or students. Now, in the second card, we see Man in the Moon looking at the Pope. So evidently he is communicating with the Man in the Moon, as well, perhaps blessing or trying to bless the 2 people in front of him. Now, the Moon card is not known for having any humanity. Okay, we just have the Moon, we have 2 dogs barking, and we have this crayfish coming up out of the deep to see what's going on. Other than that, there's really not much there. It's kind of a chaotic wasteland. But then in the next frame, we see the Moon, the Man in the Moon, being replaced by the Sun, a much larger representation, a much larger symbol, and closer to the earth, and it is shining again on 2 people. So we go from the 2 students under the tutelage of the Pope to the 2 baying hounds in the Moon card, to the 2 children who are laughing and touching each other affectionately in the Sun card. So it appeared to me that this week, as we face perhaps any adversity or confusion, any chaos, or anything negative in general we have to deal with, if we remain calm and try to uplift it, educate it in a sense. This could be other people that we encounter that are irrational or putting unreasonable demands on us. As we take that into account and reason and share wisdom, okay, instead of anger, we wind up brightening the scene like the power of the sun, and we wind up in a state of reconciliation, or at least getting along with other parties. So this sets a really nice tone, I think, for this upcoming week, especially as we have now really entered the holiday season. So if we take a look at the astrology, it's nothing spectacular. We do have a full moon tomorrow on the 30th, which on the surface looks auspicious. A new moon on a Monday. I think the sun, there's other planets making some good aspects with the moon. But the thing is, it is a time of an eclipse. And on a lunar eclipse, I don't do magic. That's my tradition. I'm taught not to do magic on an eclipse. It's basically blocking, in a sense, the light of spirit. So this is not the best time to do working 24 hours after the eclipse, which would be like 4:30 in the morning on Tuesday morning, as our full moon is coming 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. At that point, we can do our magic, do our rituals, do our spells, meditations, whatever it may be. Now, the nature of those needs to be of a banishing nature. The moon now will be waning in power, and this is fine. This is a good time for getting rid of stuff like sicknesses, poverty, dissension, anything in your life you just don't want to have it. This will be the time for the next 2 weeks to get rid of it. So if we focus on that and just wait a day or so, we'll be fine. The planetary and day alignments didn't really work this week. Nothing is happening on a given day with the planet ruling the day in relationship to the moon. It's just not really a great stellar week astrologically, but we can still get things done in terms of banishing. Well, there you go. Brief and to the point. It's kind of how I like it. I thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Until I see you next week, many, many blessings.